Hey, what's going on, everybody? Articulation Association back again with another video. With me, I got Agency Comics, I got the Toy Dude, and I got House of Geekery.
What up? What up?
We don't have Mexican reviews for this one. We miss you. Come back to us. But anyway, show must go on, I guess. This video, we're going to be talking about our preference of collecting with in-box, out-of-box, keeping them in their plastic prison, not enjoying their figures. I mean, keeping their value stable.
Why are you looking at me?
You're just a freaking prison guard just walking down the aisle, just making sure doing bed checks on all your figures over there. But before we get started, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time a video gets posted. Go check out the description and go follow all these guys and their beautiful faces. Let's get into it. So, behind two of the three bearded people in this room, well, I guess Alex is bearded. Little baby beard. Little baby beard. But you see the difference here in the masses. So obviously I'm out of box for majority of my collection. I do have my spots, but we have our friend LT who the only time he opens up is if he gets something damaged or if he has a duplicate.
Or a duplicate, yes.
So
and I rarely buy two of any figure. Only if I do, it's because that figure is really badass. Like the death metal Batman, the one with that scythe.
yeah.
That's such a badass figure. I bought two, and I opened one. It's on my desk at work. But other than that, no, it's sealed.
Yeah,
All of it, everything.
so I mean, I'm assuming that this comes from childhood. I was gonna say childhood trauma, but I think that was going a little bit too far.
My
But
God.
I mean, for me, it was almost like I got hand-me-downs of figures, so I was always playing with them. I never got anything in the package, so I never gave a crap about it. So I would think that was reversed for you. That packages were nice. You want to keep your stuff nice, and all that. And I mean, that's what shows right now. They display perfect. You keep them nice. Am I on the right track here? Where is this coming from? Why do you like it in the box?
Well, as a kid, I can remember as a kid always complaining, "Oh, I never had anything. I never." But truth be told, I had all of the original Masters of the Universe. I had Transformers. I had GI Joes. I had a lot of shit as a kid, and I played with them. And it got to a point where it was already what, junior high, maybe, yeah, junior high, 87, 86, when I started like actually getting these figures and actually appreciating them closed, because I wouldn't say I was already too old to keep on playing with them, because I mean I would love fucking playing with my figures, especially tying firecrackers to GI Joes and shit like that. But it got to the point where I wasn't. I my testicles finally descended. I started getting hair in places, and I'm like, you know what? I don't really need to play with these, but I can appreciate them, and I've been collecting for way over 30 years now. Started, I'd say probably 87, 88, where I started keeping my figures in box, only to appreciate what I really kind of took advantage of as a kid, playing, beating the hell out of the figures. It didn't matter if they got scratched or blown up or whatever. And it's like this museum I have is an homage to my childhood. And that's how I treat it. I don't, I would love, I mean, I do like like I said, I bought that extra figure because it's so badass, and I've got them all badass posed. And once in a while, I'll be at work and I'll just be, either have a lot of things on my mind. I'll just grab that figure and just pose them for a bit, Just, but like I said, it grew out of uh paying respect to how I grew up, and this is not people. A lot of people to me have come to me and say, well, you're doing it to sell, you're a flipper, and it's like, no, I'm not selling any of this whole collection is going to hand it down to my daughter. She'll do what she wants with it. Once I die, I'll just ask to be buried with a Batman figure and I'll be fine. So
Which one?
a closed box bat. I don't know. I'm decided. I have to find one.
Well, let's not worry about that right now. Don't leave us
Yeah,
there.
I hope that's way down the road.
Yeah, me too. All right, Aaron, you are
Yeah.
our other resident inbox. I mean,
Mhm.
why do you collect inbox?
It just looks pretty. Like if you look behind him, LT, look at his shelf. It just looks beautiful stacked together like that. Plus the box art on a lot of these. Well, maybe on the DC figures, it's hit and miss, but on other figures, the box art looks amazing. But if you display them properly in box, it looks beautiful.
I
Um,
don't want to brag, but I'm just going to show all the way across.
Yeah,
how
you're gonna need to do a panoramic review for this.
it goes.
Jeez.
Damn.
See,
See,
perfect. That's
that's
perfect.
beautiful.
That's beautiful. Yeah, you gotta admit that looks how the uniformity of the whole thing is pretty impressive.
Insane.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to get laid with all that stuff in your house, but
Yeah,
no, I'm just
it's just me and my cat here. We're by ourselves. It is what
But-
it is.
as a kid, man, I just like LT, I abused them and played with them. I was kind of poor growing up, so I didn't have too much, but I for sure had all the turtle figures, the Motu figures, Transformers. Some of them were actually, I think, metal die-cast Transformers back in the day, right? If I remember right.
The original ones are diecast.
Yeah. So I remember Starscream. But growing up, though, like my mind didn't focus on toys after a certain age, and I forgot all about them. Like all the shit that I had when I was a kid, I guess my mom threw away or gave away. I'm not really sure, but when I got back into this a couple years ago, I'll be honest, I was thinking about reselling is why I started getting into collecting to begin with. It wasn't to collect, it was to resell. But after seeing how fun it was, I decided to go against the resale part of it and just collect. So, and I just stuck with inbox. No particular reason other than it looks good stacked up in box like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel it. I mean, obviously, like I said, I'm on the other spectrum of this. But Alex, you're new to all of this.
I
And
am.
you come from a comic world where, shit displays nice, the value of, corners and stuff like that. I mean, how does that make you feel coming into stuff with boxes and cardboard?
Well, I think that's why I think I transitioned into inboxes because coming from comic books where condition is everything, it's one of those things where I just can't see myself opening these packages without thinking I'm damaging the value of this figure. It's the equivalent of basically reading your comic books thoroughly and damaging the condition of these. Especially I haven't even asked this questions, but I know that there's a lot of grading for video games, and is there any form there is grading for action figures as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Vintage. I mean, you can get your modern stuff graded too, but yeah, there is grading.
Yeah, there's not a lot of value in it right now, but for older stuff, there's a big time value.
Right. Yeah. So I can't see myself opening up like, my first Funko Pop, as you well know, was that Blacklight Venom. And I didn't collect Funkos. I wasn't into Funkos, but I'm a Venom guy. And the moment that they announced that, or that somebody posted that picture, I was like, I need that figure. Like, I don't care. And I bought it. I bought a case for it because that was my comic book mentality. It's like, oh yeah, you got to buy a case for it to make sure it stays in mint condition. And it's been up there for what, like a year now. And I love looking at it. I don't even pick it up because I don't want fingerprints on the case. I love watching it, and I'm just like, oh, it's so beautiful, but I just can't see myself opening that figure. And don't take me wrong, like, I mean, we talked about the Funko that got damaged that I had somebody replace. I kept the one that the box that was damaged, and I opened it. And once you opened it, I was like, man, there's so much detail. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful figure, but I can't see myself opening the other one.
I mean, that's some of these figures are I mean, the pops especially, I don't like to give them credit, but some of the pops are phenomenal out of the box, and you don't get to really appreciate them until you do see them out of the box. The one thing that McFarlane does versus a lot of Legends, and they've done it with some, but the poses, the action poses, that's a nice touch that he added for inbox collectors, because that static just arms down.
Standing,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very boring, and it doesn't I mean, to me, it doesn't display nice, and that is a big reason, why I just have shelves full of open figures. Being able to pose teams together and change out the heads and put their weapons in their hands and build a figures. That's for Legends wise, and it's just transferred across for everything now. You see Power Rangers behind me, you see the Turtles behind me. I get to pose all the Power Ranger teams together. I fucking love it. Fucking love it. And get to go in and do these TikToks with the figure flashes. And I mean, it's so much fun to do, being able to group these guys together.
Do you throw the boxes away?
With action figures, yeah, most of them. Collector boxes, I'll end up keeping. Like that 4-pack for the Ninja Turtles, like I kept that one. The random ones, but single card figures, no. Pops, I keep boxes for the pops if I open up and display them that way. But yeah, I mean, to me, and I got to see the resale when I went to go sell these figures a couple weeks ago, and I still got, it was an average of like $23 a figure.
Okay.
And it's like, to me, that's, I got my money's back, so I'm cool with it. But some of these figures still have skyrocketed, and I've taken the hit because they're not mint box.
Right.
They've been displayed, and I don't have the box. I couldn't even imagine keeping all the boxes for these.
No way.
But we're starting to see a lot more out of box collectors come up through social media now because of the popularity of toy photography.
I was about to say that. Yep. Toy photography.
Yeah. Toy photography has become very popular, and I love watching some of these guys do their setup and the way that these shots come out. But then a part of me is just like, I'll let you do that because I know that I'm not gonna throw gravel at my figures. Like, you're out of your damn mind.
That's what I was gonna say. I have the figures I have at work open. I do some figure, not photography, but I do Photoshop photography as far as figures where they're still all nice and clean, all there's no dirt thrown in it or water or whatever. And then I just go put it back. So
Yeah.
But no, the photography part, like you were doing, Ian, was it last week with that
With
Hulk
the Hulk,
figure?
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool shit. But I can't see myself just throwing dirt at my face.
Dude, what's even funnier is that I was complaining about the price of that 20-year anniversary Hulk figure. It was $54.99, and that was the Hulk. I was literally rubbing in the dirt and like throwing so bad. Yeah. So, but I mean, and that was fun, and that's like, you know, I right here is a nice diorama that I got from a guy on Facebook, and I've been trying to do a little bit of that stuff, and that's really what I want to get into. I really enjoy it too. I think it's one of the coolest things ever. You know, some of these guys are artists, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
they
Really.
can really do some cool stuff, and I want to get to that level. I'm a potato.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this camera. I'm just sitting there, just like, like, oh god. So yeah, but I'll get it. I'll get it, and I'm gonna pull some cool stuff for TikTok for this page once I start getting some cool shots in. So I won't, but I'll make the promise I will. I can't even post a regular TikTok today. Piece of shit. But yeah, I mean, I actually just took a video of my room the other day, so maybe I'll post that on the TikTok as well. And then LT will post his, and you can see just the complete comparison room of in-box versus out-of-box. This is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But we both
I
equally
have to
have
ask
issues.
Ian. You said that you do have some figures that you won't open. Where do you draw the line of what you open to where you're one item where you're just like, no, I can't do that?
Yeah, so I mean, most of my pops nowadays are in box. You know, in my room right now, looking around, the retro X-Men line that came out on the vintage card, those are all in box. I actually did buy the first wave double because they released figures that we didn't have originally. And then the retro Spider-Man wave, I have all of those on card displayed, and then the chases and stuff like that. Like I have the bronze Arkham Joker. I got that one in box still. So if it's chase, most exclusives, like I ended up buying two of the Hasbro Pulse Venom retro cards, and I was gonna open one, and even that one I couldn't do it. I couldn't open it up. I knew how rare it was gonna be, and people were really seeking it out. So I ended up giving it to my brother because he does the wave as well. I was like, okay, you need to get it out of my sight before I open it up, man.
Open.
Because I don't have self-control. I mean, look at my bank account. I have zero. So
Have you opened all the Hulk figures?
Yeah. But I bought two of that $54 one, and one's up on the wall. But that one, the packaging is, it's the old Toy Biz packaging, so it's retro, vintage. So I mean, I like that. It was cool.
Well, stuff like that, it's it's like on card. Unlike these are boxed, or you can put it back in the box. But once you tear it off the card,
you can't put this back in the box.
You can't put it back.
No, you can't put me back in the box. It's done. Once it's open, man. Look this guy's next.
Oh,
he's walking the plank right now, dude. And I was actually gonna rip him open on the TikTok that I did, and but I still had to take a picture for the gram. So
no, I already put that one away.
Yeah, that one's next, man.
See, I'm looking to purchase that the Marvel, is it the Iconic series, the Iconic Venom, Icon. I don't know. There's this huge Venom figure.
Oh yeah. It's old, super old,
it's really old.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to buy that.
I know what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an octagon packaging.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I have the Hulk and the Great.
Yeah, they had Captain America, Spider-Man. They did a bunch of icon figures like that.
Yeah, Icon. Yeah, so I'm gonna buy that. And so my wife asked me, she's like, "Are you gonna open it?" I was like, "No way."
Yeah.
Are those 12-inch figures? Old
Yeah.
school 12-inch figures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really confused for a sec, but yeah, that my brother actually found this guy, he was in Boise and he came in with like 8 boxes of toys, and my brother was in there at the same time, and he talked to the comic book shop guy a lot, and he gave him first dibs, and he had both the green and gray Hulk from the Icon, he had Beast, he had Wolverine, I think he had both Wolverines, and he got them all. And
Unmasked.
yeah, and he sent me the Hulks, and he took the X-Men, and I was like, you greedy motherfucker, I wanted them.
Yeah, they did a unmasked Steve Rogers or Captain America too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and those are in the box. Look, they're right here. I kept those in the box. And
Okay, yeah,
the green
sweet.
one's there and the gray one's there.
Cool.
So I have respect for the older stuff, especially the older stuff. If it's still in box and it's still the box looks good, I will definitely keep it there. LT got me one about 3 or 4 years ago. It was the original Hulk from like I think it was like 88 or something.
Yeah.
That was still in card. LT.
Toy Biz? Was it a Toy Biz figure?
Yeah. And it was like the little not 3 3/4, but I think it was a 3 3/4 line, but because it was Hulk, it was a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But LT, he said, I'm gonna send it to you, but you gotta promise me not open
Just
it.
not open it.
So it's still there. It's a prized possession. So yeah,
Where's my fucking Hulk, LT?
he said that's on the after hours video.
Oh,
You gotta
Even-
see him get angry.
even better.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I said it's this conversation, especially between LT and I, because it's always funny when we go back and forth with our opening and non-opening. And I said, you just guarding the prison, man.
Yep.
That's all you're doing. Just walking up and down, doing bed check.
I will catch myself like straightening him out or dusting him every once in a while. Yeah. Because from a different angle I can tell, oh, they're a little off, so I'll have to go and straighten him out or what have you. And
He's fucking protractor at like 2 a.m.
I was about to say, I was like, that like laser level that they sell.
right.
Oh,
So LT, are the boxes just stacked on each other, or do you have any like support at every so many levels up?
No, every like.
Oh, are they pinned?
No, they're not pinned. You see, they've got pins on the wall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. That's what I meant.
And
Oh, okay,
that's
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
I will. Shit, I'm not gonna pierce my.
No. I didn't think you were. No, that's what I was talking about.
the way he said that is like shit.
Yeah. Oh, look at him now. Oh, there's another hour of work. Dude, and you put fingerprints on it, LT.
There you go. Nice and straight.
What would you do if all that fell off?
Shit.
I'd cry. I would cry, then I would fucking trash it all.
Well, see, at my old apartment, I don't know if you remember, Ian, I had my figures sideways because I had no room.
Right.
So all you could see was the side of just, and a lot of, every time I would post on TikTok or Instagram, whatever the hell, people would be like, why are you inbox collecting? You can't even see the damn figure. You're just seeing the name on the side, like a bookshelf, and I'm like, wow. So when I found this place, the first thing I was looking for was a huge ass wall because I wanted to put them face up or face forward. Because of that, all these dumbasses saying, why do you inbox when you can't even see the figures? I'm like, bitch, I've got tubs and tubs of figures that are put away that don't even see the light of day. And and you're bitching about like stuff like this. I got figures from the 90s, still like all just boxed and they're not about in tubs, plastic tubs. So
it's funny. Well, I mean, I guess that's that. We all do our own thing and we all enjoy it. It's funny. Fucking
Yeah. I try to not call it an addiction, but it is, you know, it, at least it's not crack, I guess.
Isn't it
So-
though?
Okay. So this is a funny story. Is I'm at work and I had just went to Target at lunch and I got the Technic Lego Batmobile. I got an action figure. There's like 4 different like figures, Legos stacked on my front seat, and I had to go take a bunch of guys over to the new office. So they loaded in my truck, and so I got in the driver's seat. I was like, oh shit. And so the guy opened up the door and I'm grabbing everything, and he's like, the face that I made that I knew I wasn't embarrassed, but he thought I was embarrassed trying to grab everything. And he's like, what is it all? And I was like, no, don't worry about it. And I'm like putting in the back seat. And he's like, I wish that it was drugs or porn or something for your sake and not a Batmobile. And I was like, shut up and let me live my life, dude. Like, but they love giving me shit, but I fucking love it, man.
And what's funny is people that don't collect toys or comics or anything really, they just don't get it. I mean,
No,
they never will.
no. Yeah, I
They
mean,
do
it's a
not.
waste of money.
Yeah.
But to us, it's our lifestyle, obsession, addiction,
I
whatever you want to
guarantee
call it.
I guarantee you, when this is passed on to my daughter and she decides to sell it or whatever, she's gonna bank, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that's the whole reason why, you know, I'm collecting this, so she can have it. So,
Yeah.
you know, like I say, you can't take it with you. So
I mean, you could,
Man,
but-
I will. I'm not. My wife was like, "Are you gonna leave it to the kids?" I was like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" I was like, "You better find don't even put me in a casket. Put me in a crate, and I just want to be buried in slabs. Just
Yeah.
let-
Just bury me in a long box.
right.
yeah."
Send me off to get graded.
Oh, dude, put your fucking ashes in a comic book and send it in to get graded. That's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna trademark that. One of you motherfuckers take this. But we're gonna run out of time here, fellas. This is a good, fun discussion. I love it. If you're still watching, are you in box or are you out of box? How do you collect? But make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, go follow these motherfuckers, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Later.